y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So today I want to talk about something that may be a little controversial. Sorry, I'm looking at my Alexa and it just said that Serena Williams, I guess she won the Australian Open, which is great. We love Serena over here, honey. She is the GOAT, make no mistake about it. So that's good news for today. But something that I want to talk about, for those of you who are considering SISTERLOCKS or MICROLOCS, small locks, it's kind of follow up on my last video about, what did I say? Oh, I had asked something about do I regret SISTERLOCKS or getting SISTERLOCKS, and I think I told y'all that if I had to do it again, I probably would not do it in that particular way. I wouldn't get small locks in the SISTERLOCK method. So following kind of up on that, I want to talk about this notion that and I apologize if you can see the sun coming in, but I want to talk about this idea or this common statement that we always hear in the SISTERLOCKS and MICROLOCKS community, and it's the idea that SISTERLOCKS are more versatile, and it applies to MICROLOCKS too because they're smaller. This notion that SISTERLOCKS and MICROLOCKS are more versatile. And I just want to kind of unpack that and talk about that a little bit, because in my personal opinion, I think that that is coded language in a way. And I'll explain what I mean for a second. So I think to some degree, it is important to mention that SISTERLOCKS or MICROLOCKS, I'm just going to say SISTERLOCKS, but I'll mean SISTERLOCKS and MICROLOCKS. But I'm just not going to keep saying both, but I am using them interchangeably for the point of this discussion. So yes, because SISTERLOCKS are smaller in size, you can tuck them and bend them, and they're more flexible, so you can do a little bit more things with them, right? So I think to that degree, because they're smaller, yes, they can, there's more movement, there's more things that you can do with them in terms of like shaping and molding your hair. Also, it mimics loose natural hair in a way, so you can still get that loose natural look, right? So I think that those are like facts, and that kind of goes without saying. But this notion that SISTERLOCKS or MICROLOCKS are more versatile, I don't think that's true. And I don't think that's true because from what I've seen, and it's just from what I've seen, I'm not the authority on this, but just from what I've seen, a lot of women who have SISTERLOCKS, I don't typically see them doing elaborate styles. I don't see them doing elaborate updos and all these different things that traditional lock wearers may do. I typically see braid outs. I typically see twist outs, buns, but usually styles that highlight those styles highlight the flowiness of SISTERLOCKS, or the similarity that it has between loose natural hair. Those styles are usually designed to mimic that and to celebrate that similarity between the small lock and the loose natural hair. Whereas with traditional lock wearers, I always see them doing like creative stuff like barrel twists and shaping the twist into hearts and like fish tails, like just all kinds of stuff that I never would have thought of. I always see traditional lock wearers doing. And so in my opinion, I think that when we continue this notion that SISTERLOCKS are more versatile than traditional locks, I think it's really cold. I think it's really cold for like SISTERLOCKS or MICROLOCKS are better because they're smaller. And I think that's problematic. And I know that I know the SISTERLOCKS community already has this thing where like some people feel like SISTERLOCK wearers are bougie and just have this superiority complex. So continuing to go around and say that SISTERLOCKS are more versatile, I don't think that helps the case. I don't think that, because I don't think that is true. I don't think SISTERLOCKS are more versatile than any other type of lock, because what does versatile even mean, right? Like, versatile is subjective, and I ain't gonna go down that road, but no, for real though, like, what does versatility even mean? Because, you know, traditional lock wearers find ways to do different styles with their hair, and if we're being honest, I don't do much with my hair. I don't style my hair. Like, I rarely style my hair. Like, it's a pain to do a braid out. It's a pain to do a twist out. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and twist all this or braid all this unless it's like a special occasion, but not just on like especially now that I don't have to braid and band. I think when I had to braid and band, like, I was doing braid outs a lot more, and so it got me in the mood of doing braid outs. But now that I don't have to braid and band, like, no, I'm not gonna sit up here and just willingly braid my hair or twist my hair unless it's like a special occasion, and I mean the specialist of occasions. But we're in a whole panoramic, so ain't no special occasions going on because I've been in the crib. So that's one thing, you know. I think that we should get out of this this notion that SISTERLOCKS are more versatile, because I don't think it's true. And I think that when we continue to say SISTERLOCKS are more versatile, I think in a way, like, we're just, it still in some way is like saying SISTERLOCKS are better than other type of locks because they're smaller. To me, that's how it still seems cold for that. Now, people can disagree. Y'all might completely disagree with that. That's okay. But that's just how it comes off to me. Also, but I will say one thing SISTERLOCKS has done, I think, for a lot of people, I think, is that it has shown us an it taught me to have an appreciation for all types of locks. I think initially when I decided to get SISTERLOCKS, like I said, I got them off this notion that they are more versatile. And to be honest, at that time, I wasn't attracted to a thicker lock. And so SISTERLOCKS allowed me to have locks without them looking like locks, and still, you know, being able to not have to worry about doing my loose natural hair. But as I grew as a woman and in this community, I developed an appreciation for all kinds of locks. And so I think that if you are that type of person and, you know, you're kind of easing into the lock world, I think SISTERLOCKS or MICROLOCS are a good way, like, can be a good introduction into the lock community. I know everybody doesn't feel like that. A lot of people go straight into traditional locks, and that's fine. But I'm just saying that for me, it was like that. I wasn't really attracted to the bigger locks, but after being in the community, it taught me to develop an appreciation for it. But I just wanted to kind of open this up and put that out there and see what you guys think about this whole notion of SISTERLOCKS and MICROLOCS being more versatile. To be clear, I'm saying that that's not true. I don't think SISTERLOCKS are more versatile than any other kind of locks. And I'll give you an example. I know some people get smaller locks so they can put so they can braid their hair and still continue to wear wigs. I haven't been able to wear a wig to this day. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I have too much hair. Like, no, even though my locks are small, like, the thickness or the density or whatever is going on my head will not allow me to successfully put on a wig. So, that's not really versatile to me. You know what I mean? I probably could have wore a wig like the first couple of months, but not really, because I didn't want the combs or whatever to mess up the formation of my locks. So and then once my locks formed, I couldn't do it because they were too thick. So whereas I've seen traditional lock wearers stuff whole locks, I mean thick locks. You'll see it on Instagram. They put them under lace front wigs like it was no problem. So I think if you like small locks and you just want a small lock, that's fine. You know, that's the lock you want. You're entitled to have the lock that you want. But this whole notion that smaller locks are more versatile or sister locks are more versatile, that is not true. It's just not true. Like, it's not. And I think by continuing this perpetuating this belief, we just continue to subtly and inherently insinuate that smaller locks are somehow better, which is not the case. So that's all I have to say on that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope I explained myself in a way that makes sense. I'm not bashing anyone with locks or small locks or traditional locks or anything, but y'all, well, maybe y'all don't. Y'all know that I'm a PhD student and I do a lot of research, and one of my areas of research is Black women and their hair. And you know, over the course of the last 10 years within the natural hair community, we've seen hair hierarchies develop. We've seen people kind of celebrate 3B, 3C, 4A hair and, you know, ridicule 4C hair. You know, we've seen these type of divisions happen in our community. So I guess I'm coming from it from the standpoint we just need to be really careful with our language, because sometimes even in language that is not intended to be harmful, it can still be coded and interpreted in some ways. And so that when in thinking about sister locks or micro locks are more versatile, I just encourage y'all to think about, like, what does that really mean? Like, what is versatile, and versatile to who? You know, what does that really mean? But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.